Hello everyone. I take this opportunity to welcome you in our today's forum, which is a very important forum. It's a forum on market linkages and emerging opportunities in organic agriculture. It's an important sector which we want to promote together. And this forum is both having exhibitions, and we are also being online. So for those who are following us online, kindly reach us through our social channel, which is Pelham Kenya. So our forum is targeting to create awareness and share information on organic production, market access, input access, and also we'll be able to know how traders who are doing organic production can be have their products certified or be within standards which are required within the organic production sector. So we will be having panelists who will be discussing with us several sessions and topics, majorly to enlighten us and also to share with our viewers online. So I would like to say thank you for joining us, and those who are watching us, we really like to get feedback from you through that social channel. You can send your questions there and we'll be able to answer. So this forum is organized by Pelham Kenya. Pelham Kenya is a part of the larger regional network of civil society organizations known as Pelham Association. Pelham Association works in or has member organizations in East, Central and Southern Africa, and Pelham Kenya is one of that member, is part of that Pelham Association. In Kenya, we have member organizations totaling to around 56 members, and in the categories of non-government organizations and also community-based organizations. Our programs or initiatives are on promoting agroecological practices and principles amongst our small-scale farmers, and majorly to improve their livelihoods, so that they continue to have better livelihoods. And we work with also pastoralists and to some extent fisher folks in our country. Member organizations are within or have fiscal presence within 27 counties of Kenya, and their initiatives and programs are within around 42 counties. So you can know that our initiatives are really reaching our farmers, our communities. And today we are happy now to discuss about organic farming, which is among those principles of agroecological practices. We want people to eat organic, to improve their health. We also conserve our environment by practicing sustainable agriculture, because by using the good mechanisms, production mechanisms in our agricultural systems, we'll be able to take care of our health, also improve our incomes, and also have sustainable conservation of our environment by avoiding overuse of chemicals. So I would like to say that our panelists will be joining us, will be taking lead in discussing major topics, as I said, about standards and certification processes, and also on organic production. So that will be majorly our coverage today. And in terms of exhibitions, we are happy to see such beautiful and very healthy products which we are seeing here from our farmers, from our agro dealers, all value actors in the sector of organic production. We also see honey, various horticultural products, and also packaged products. So thank you for joining us. At this time, I would like to get to know who have meant to this meeting or this session, and I welcome Sarah to really introduce our participants. Welcome, Sarah.
Good morning. Morning. Uko aje? Uko salama? Tuchanganye Kiswahili na Kizungu, si ndio? So mko sawa na lugha yote ama tusitumie gani? Yote. Sawa. Kwa majina mimi naitwa Sarah Wamoi, nafanya kazi na shirika la Pelham. Na kama vile Madi amewaelezea, sitaenda kwa undani kuelezea Pelham ni nani. I guess ameelezea hiyo. Na wengi wenu najua nyinyi si wageni na Pelham, najua Pelham. Na kwa leo tunashukuru mko hapa siku ya leo kushirikiana na sisi kwa hii forum. So ningetaka tu nichukue muda kidogo. Wakati umeenda sana, ni introduce wenye tuko nao siku ya leo. When we were doing invitation, we did some invites to different categories of people. We have farmer groups who are doing organic farming. We also have our member organizations that we work with. As you know, Pelham does not work directly with farmers. We go through our member organization. And there are some representatives from those members who are here with us today. We had also invited some agro dealers, persons to be with us today, and I'm sure some of them are here. We also have another category of microfinance institutions. They are with us today. And I can also see that we have business people or traders with us today. So because time imeenda sana, I won't give everyone a chance to speak, but we'll interact during the session. You can interact with those that you think they can add value to what you do. But I'll just mention the category and maybe give one person a chance to introduce those you came with. Just 1 minute so that we can go ahead with the program. So on behalf maybe of farmers, I'll give one farmer a chance to speak.
Hello, good morning. We farmers, we are glad to be here to join others for the day, and I hope it will be good for us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for honoring us and also coming to exhibit. Asanteni sana. We also have another category of microfinance institutions. Those who are here, maybe they can stand, we sit down. I guess we had only one representative, so just give him the mic.
Good morning all. Habari zenu? Okay, I'm Joseph Nongo. Joseph Nongo works for YAC and specific in Duajema SACDEP. Asanteni sana, karibuni.
The other category we had was the agro dealers. Kindly, those who are with us, can you please stand? We see you and recognize you. Maybe you can just mention which agro dealer and maybe your name.
Morning, everyone. My name is Patricia. I'm here with Brian, my colleague, and we are new in agribusiness. And when I was told about this meeting and it will have organic farmers, I said let me come and see what you have and form a partnership and learn more about organic farming and move forward. Thank you so much.
Good morning. I am Isaac Dongo. I work in an agro-processing company called Juanco in the organic sector. I promote organic inputs, pesticide, organic fungicides, and organic foliar fertilizers, I'm happy to be here today so that we can maybe know how to work with the farmers and how to solve the problems of pests using our organic agro inputs. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us today. Maybe we'll give you a chance later for the service providers who are here, maybe to tell us more about your products and which products you have specifically for farmers. So thank you so much. The last maybe category.
Yeah, still on agro-dealers, we have also a special guest called Eric. I wanted to invite Eric to introduce himself.
Good morning. Bwana asifiwe. My name is Eric Ochola. Eric Ochola is the founder CEO of Better Crops Limited. When Maggie shared with me that you're meeting here, though I don't fall among the categories that have been mentioned, but I'm an interested party. I really want to understand what organic agriculture is, so that maybe we could be able to see if it's possible we also adopt it as a company so that it becomes part and parcel of what we do. Because eventually, just like you rightly said, that for good health, we need to eat organic food so that we don't grow old. Simply, we want to keep younger and healthier. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie, for being with us. Maybe the last category of people are business people who are with us. Are there? Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. We are really pleased and pleasured, to be here. Thank you so much, Pelham, for also inviting Winnie's Pure Health to come and exhibit. We're also very grateful for this opportunity because we know that we're going to have conversations with farmers who also produce some of the items that we have in our supermarkets. You never know, maybe we can get a new supplier for our honey or hibiscus. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you much. Thank you all for being with us. I won't take much of the time. Maybe I'll just hand this program over to Matthew to continue.
Thank you for that session of our introductions. At least now we know who is within us and participating. So I would like now to get a brief introduction about our partners and the program which we are running to have this session a success. I welcome Madam Margaret.
I like being called Maggie. I work with an organization which is a not-for-profit organization called BioVision Africa Trust. We are headquartered in Nairobi, Kasarani, at Isipe, if you've heard of Isipe. So basically, we are having at the organization we have several programs running, but in short, we are promoting agroecology, organic farming. We want healthy living, we want healthy souls, we want healthy environment, we want healthy animals. So that's what we do. We run several programs and projects that support this and promote these agroecological practices. So for the program that has brought us here, it's a project that is called Knowledge Center for Organic Agriculture. And this is a continental project that is being funded by GIZ. And so we have several projects across Africa for this project called Knowledge Center for Organic Agriculture, KCOA as abbreviated. So Eastern Africa, we have now the hub that is called Knowledge Hub for Organic Agriculture in Eastern Africa. From the brochures that we have, I shared. So that is the project that BioVision Africa Trust is coordinating in the Eastern Africa. We are in 5 countries, but currently in 4 countries, and bringing on board Madagascar as the 5th country. So we are in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, and now Madagascar. So basically we are working because we are not having offices in these countries, apart from Kenya. We work with partners. In Uganda, we have a co-hosting arrangement with Pelham Uganda, who also help us in coordinating this project. And then in Kenya, we are here. We work with Pelham Kenya. And in Tanzania, we work with an organization called TOAM, that is Tanzania Organic Agriculture Movement. In Rwanda, we work with a partner called Rwanda Organic Agriculture Movement. So we are spread out, and in this project, basically we have, I would say, 3 arms. This Knowledge Center for Organic Agriculture that has brought us here for this event. In these 3 arms, we basically want to collect organic agriculture knowledge, and then we want to disseminate it, capacity build our farmers. We are focused on enhancing the livelihoods of smallholder farmers who are practicing agroecology, organic agriculture, farming. So we have that arm or component that deals with collecting this organic agriculture information and knowledge. Then we want to disseminate it because we want to build a network of, hubs or centers where we can access this kind of knowledge. And then we do now the other arm, the 3rd arm. Now that is where we've come here for. We want to help our farmers, to link them to the markets. We want to develop markets for them in terms of, accessing markets, in terms of establishing new markets, and linking them to both the input market and the output market. So that is what we are trying to address in all our efforts and our project and the programs and the initiatives. So that's, I think that really sums up what we do in a nutshell. So our main aim actually in Eastern Africa, we want to get this into our policies, into our regulations. We want ecological organic agriculture to be recognized and to be integrated into our national agricultural systems. So this is what we are doing, this is the work we are doing, and we are really interested in, helping, enhancing the lives of smallholder farmers and putting money into their pockets by enhancing markets. That is the arm that I'm in charge of at BioVision Africa Trust as a market development and networking officer. So what we've come to do here is exactly what we aim to do, and we hope that the outcome will be good, because we want to, all the value chain actors to interact, to know where, if you want, let's say organic inputs, where can you access them? If you want to sell, where can you sell? How do we access these markets? How do we establish markets where we can get our premium prices that we want as farmers? And then all these services along the value chains. For the finance institutions, where can we get credit? Because all these services we need as farmers, and we need to interact as value chain actors so that we are able to, give services to each other. For the agro dealers, they give services to the smallholder farmers, and the smallholder farmers, they also want to interact and know now where do we market our products and get money into our into our pockets. So that's just like basically what we do. Yeah. So thank you. We'll have questions if at all there's something that you need to know more from our project and about our organization when we interact.
Thank you, Madam Margaret, for that briefing about the project. As I said, we are having this forum online, so those who are watching us, you can follow us at Pelham Kenya Facebook page. We are live there, and you can get and benefit from today's discussion. So this time I would like to welcome our today's presenters, such that we can now learn. The first presenter is Mr. David Karanja. David Karanja is an expert in the field of organic agriculture. He has an experience in that field, which is going for over 15 years experience, and I will be sharing with us a session on organic production and also access to inputs. So welcome Mr. David Karanja, who is also a training coordinator at WAC. WAC is an Organic Agriculture Center for Kenya, and that's where he works as a training coordinator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marvin. Thank you, Maggie, and all the partners and farmers. Yeah, my name is David Karanja. I work at the Organic Agriculture Center of Kenya, and we are based in Murang'a, in a small town called Kangari. We are registered as an NGO, a non-governmental organization, since 2006. And since then, we have been working with farmers around this sphere of organic agriculture. And I'm very delighted and happy to be part of this meeting today here in Thika, SACDEP, to share and also to interact with the other stakeholders. So yeah, I've been in this area of organic production for quite some time now, and we have seen this sector, how it is evolving or how it's growing. And I can say the future for organic is bright, because now, some years back, it was very hard to communicate about organic farming or organic food, organic production, because everywhere you go, you talk about organic farming. It's like everybody was asked, what's that? We are so much used into chemical production. Until now, our mind was already brainwashed that there's no any other system that can be applied for the production of crop. So thank you for this initiative, the organic, this hub for knowledge hub for organic agriculture. We are also a member of Pelham. Pelham is a member organization, so OAC is part of the 56 plus members who are under Pelham Kenya. We have other Pelhams in other countries, but plus OAC and other organizations represented here, we are now Pelham Kenya. So under the umbrella of agroecology, that's where maybe you are going to hear about organic farming or organic production. But the broader picture of organic or agroecology, we have some pillars under agroecology, where we normally say it's a science. And being a science is how the interaction are between the mineral world, the plant world, the animal world, and also us in the human world. When all these are interacting, that's how the science is coming in. Because sometimes as farmers, we normally target only the production of the crop without realizing there are other things that are happening in the areas of production. So at agroecology, when you're talking about science, you're talking that there's a lot of interaction that goes around the soil, the plant, even in the animal kingdom, even us as human beings. We want to have the end product to be healthy for us. Another issue is about we normally say agroecology. It's a practice. It's something now we have to tell people to practice. You cannot say you're an organic farmer and you're not practicing, you're only saying with mouth. You have to practice what you're saying and what you learn. So there's a lot of learning when you are doing the practices. Maybe I'll be sharing a little bit on the areas of practices and production. And also now the third one is now the movement. We are saying agroecology. It's also a movement. I'm happy here that we have so many stakeholders. We have farmers, we have traders, we have certifiers, we have agro inputs. The only people that have not had is the consumers. Don't know whether you are also the consumers, but I thought we also need to have a segment of consumers. We want to take this as a movement. It's not something that you can do in isolation. Like for us in Murang'a County, there's no way we can be successful if we will work in isolation maybe as a village or as a county or even as a country. I'm happy because of this, the knowledge hub for organic agriculture. It's a continental project it automatically it's telling us that there's no way we can have this movement when we work as a country alone or when we work as a county. So we are talking as a movement, and even here before this meeting, we were discussing here with Matthew, because we want this to be a lean movement. Everybody we want to be involved. We don't want to leave anybody behind, or we don't leave anybody outside the movement. So when we come now, when we have that picture under agroecology, now under that there are so many practices or systems. Like for us, we are talking about organic agriculture. When you go to another area, you hear about people talking about biodynamic agriculture. You go to another village, you hear about sustainable agriculture. In another village, you hear about permaculture. Another area, you hear about biointensive agriculture. All these are good systems that we can say they are all under agroecology. And so there is a lot of opportunity, there is a lot of work to be done in this area. So when I'm talking about production and now organic production, organic farming, we normally talk about the issue of the health of the soil. That's something that you need as a farmer to keep in mind, that the soil is like the basic for almost everything. The land is a factor of production. So for us in the organic world, we're encouraging farmers, people involved in this, to be so much responsible on caring of the soil. We have seen that over the years, especially here in Kenya, when we started using the synthetic inputs, there has been a lot of depressions when it comes to the health of the soil. When you are putting these commercial fertilizers or synthetic fertilizers, you are so much focused on what you are getting from the farm, the produce, or the size of the produce, with the mentality of making some income, which is okay. But for many years we have neglected the issue of the soil, and we have seen over the time we have killed our soils. Right now as we speak, not only for you who are represented here, even as a country or as a continent, we are now talking about hunger. And if you look, even the farmers themselves, they are talking about hunger. They are not able even, not only to produce for the market, even for their own sustenance. Why? And they are not that they are lazy, they are working very hard, but it's because our soils are depleted. Our soils, some of the soils are totally dead. You cannot get anything. You only buy seeds and you put in the field. When it's coming to harvesting time, you are not harvesting. And we have been saying in organic farming, if you are not a farmer, you can only be a farmer if you identify yourself with what you have been harvesting. But if you are saying that I'm a cabbage farmer, or I'm a coffee farmer, and when we see the produce that you are getting from your farm, they are not really portraying you as a farmer. And some of the reason is because the soils are dead. And in organic production, we do encourage the people to do what we call recycling of nutrients. If you have a farm, you have some animals, you have some plants, you have some activities going in the farm, we need to have a closed system where you can recycle nutrients. Especially for you, you don't have to be exporting everything. Like I can see some nice produce that have been brought here. These are minerals that have been depleted from the soil. When you see these cabbages, when you see spinach, they have taken a lot of nutrients from the soil. And now that nutrients, you are taking it away, which is fine. But you need to have a system on how can you bring these nutrients back to the soil. So that's why we are encouraging people. You need to come, as a farmer, you need to come with a system on how, as a farmer, how you can be replenishing or you can adding back the nutrients or taking back the nutrients back to the soil. I'm coming in a region where we are doing a lot of tea farming, and you can see every week we are harvesting thousands or millions of tons of tea leaves. And this nitrogen that we are harvesting from the soil, taking now and then other minerals. So we need to have a system. How can you take these nutrients back? And I've been telling farmers, or we have been encouraging farmers, a time has come. You are not only interested on what is growing, or if you are an avocado farmer, not only looking what is ready on top of the tree, but you need also to think what is happening underneath that crop. And that's where now the issue of nutrition comes in. So for today, we might not get into details on how you can fertilize your soils, but basically you can do composting. Composting is one of the best practices a farmer can do to make sure that the soil are nourished, or the soil are taken care of. So a farmer, you need to come up with a system. How can you make your own compost from your farm? How can you make your own soil amendment from the resources that you have, because we are talking about the recycling of resources that are already within your reach. We don't normally talk much on how you can get from outside. Yeah, you can get from outside, but maybe you need first of all to exhaust what you already have. We have been moving around and seeing farmers having a lot of resources. You have a lot of waste from the animal unit. You have a lot of waste from your kitchen waste. You have a lot of waste from even from the farm from the farm. But you find even in some areas farmers do tend to burn this waste. Like I've been in Moya, you see that they are doing a lot of rice farming. After harvesting, they just burn the residues or the after harvest materials, and those are the nutrients that could have been taken back to the soil to replenish the soils. So we encourage farmers to take care of the soil, and taking care of the soil is taking care of almost everything, because we say that when you have a healthy soil, automatically you will have healthy plants, and when you have healthy plants, then you will have healthy people. But when you have the soil that's already dead, what do you expect from such a kind of a soil? You will have weak plants, and when you have weak plants, that now will trigger your mind to go and look for alternative how to make these plants strong. But naturally, when the soils are in good condition, they'll take care of the plant, and the plant will be very, very healthy, and ultimately the end user or the consumers will have a healthy product. So when we are talking about the soil, something very serious, something that we encourage people to take it very seriously. Even our forefathers, when they were doing farming, because farming is one of the oldest, it's not even one, it's the oldest occupation for mankind. If you go back even to the Bible, you find about the Garden of Eden. So it's not something that we are talking as a new thing. It's something that has been there. Something that has laid generation and generation. Even us, there are people who will come after us, and they will like to fight. They will continue eating. They will continue cultivating the land. But if we don't take care of the soil, then I think we'll leave this world in a more mess than we found it. So that's why we are encouraging farmers to be mindful about their soils, how you can recycle nutrients, and by doing that alone, you'll find a very big change. I know I've worked with thousands of farmers here in Murang'a, in Central Province, and even in other areas of our country. And I can tell you it's possible to do. What you need is only to be passionate of what you're doing. The other issue is about the issue of plants protection and our organic farming. Still, we also encourage, even if maybe sometimes the health are very good, there are some situations that call for action. Maybe you can go to your farm. Before you think about bringing or killing the pests that are already in the farm, we always ask farmers, you do what we call scouting. You can scout and see the level of pests that are in your farm. Because I've seen when you do proper scouting, you don't even need to go and buy any pesticide from the market or even make yourself, because you look at the level of damage. Maybe you have a quarter acre of cabbage, and after doing your scouting, you find that it's only the 5 or 3 cabbages that have been affected by aphids or any other pest. So what you need to do, you can just assume that the danger that is being posed by those 3 cabbages, it's not warranting you to go and buy any input. So we also encourage the farmers that you do a lot of scouting when you are in the field. And then if maybe the level is growing at alarming rate, then you can also do your own biological. You can make your own biological pesticide at home. We have so many plants that have been used by generation and generation that are known to be very good at repelling some of the pests. Like we normally have, like we talk about garlic, we normally talk about neem. Neem is also good. We talk about the other trees that are known. We have garlic, we have onions, we have even chilies. There are so many, even Mexican marigold. Those are the plants that are known that you can use and make your own homemade concoctions that can be very helpful in repelling some of the pests. So are we together, farmers? So because it's a system, it's a closed system. You don't have to have a lot of thinking that I must go outside and bring fertilizer. I must go outside and bring some pesticide. You can make it locally. And then when it's come now to the other phases, sometimes you are not able to make it at your own. Then we have some organizations. We have some companies that are making these inputs. Already we have heard from this forum. We have some like Juanco. We have other companies that are coming up that with the products that are known to be organic. So from there now we can encourage farmers that you can now go to these companies. They have the outlets here in Thika, in Nairobi, and other places where you can buy these inputs. They are already now available. In the past we had a lot of difficulty to get these inputs, but nowadays we have now seen some companies coming up with the product. Fertilizers, fungicides, all of them, name them, they are now available and farmers can be able to access them. You can buy and use it in your farm. And then before you think of going to buy these inputs, we normally advise farmers that first of all use the knowledge that you have. And we know there's a lot of knowledge gap in many areas because we have some people who are coming to join organic agriculture and they are not trained. So there's that room for training. Even this project, it's all about knowledge sharing. Even here, we have a lot of knowledge that we can circulate among each other and it can be used to generate organic produce that will be safer for the consumers and even safer for the environment. So there's a lot that we can discuss, but in a nutshell, maybe that's what I can share with you. And also there's room for question and answers. But we need to have a very big movement that is advocating for organic production. So thank you very much.
Thank you for that session. Let's appreciate Bwana David. That's a very powerful sharing, and we have been able to benefit from that. Do you have any question on that presentation? Okay, let's finish the presentations. Then we can now have plenary discussions about any question and inquiry and compliment, such that we all learn. So once again, I say to our online viewers, this forum is about market linkages and emerging opportunities in the sector of organic agriculture or organic farming. It's organized by Pelham Kenya, and we are here at Thika, SACDEP, and we are doing presentations to share to understand more about organic production and as well to know the processes of certification and the available standards on organic productions and products as they reach our market, such that we know they are certified. And there is also issue of linkages together here, the traders, the service providers, so that we network and link together such that we know where we can get the success. At this time, I want to welcome our next presenter to be able to share with us the next session. We have Mr. Richard Mwangi, who is a lead auditor in organic certification, and currently works with the Hazard Services Limited, which is a firm involved in certification of organic products, and he really collaborates so much with KOAN. KOAN is a Kenya Organic Agriculture Network. So I take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Richard Mwangi to share with us on the aspect of standards and issue of certification processes, such that whenever we find the products in our markets, in the shelves, we know they have really undergone a process of certifying that they have been produced in organic way. So thank you and welcome, Bwana Richard.
Can I start? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. For those people who have not known me or have not seen me, I'm called Mwangi Organic or Richard Wakoa. People still believe I'm KOAN. Because we do a lot of collaboration with the KOAN, but as I have been introduced, I work for Hazard Services Limited as an auditor or a farm inspector. So there is not enough for the accounting, but basically the auditing is the same. The auditing, accounting, farm, the same. The same. We will just look when we say you are organic. We look at whether you are following the principles of organic farming. And my friend here, David, amesema organic farming is guided by the principles. So wakati auditor anakuja kuangalia, anaangalia kama mkulima ama kama shirika lako linafuata hizo standards zimewekwa. Standards zenye nitaongelea ni hizi. Hii mnaijua? Hii inaitwa kilimo hai. Kilimo hai mark ni mark ya organic ya kudhibitisha ya kwamba mkulima amefuata sheria ambazo zinaitwa East African Organic Product Standards. Tunaelewana? Takuja hapo. Lakini ni mzuri ni clear the air kwa sababu unajua nisipo clear the air nikianza mtakuwa na mmechanganyikiwa baadaye. Mimi ni food activist. So ile maneno nasema hapa inaweza kuwa ni kama ya mwanasiasa. Tunaelewana? Yeah, food activists wanafanya hivyo. Mimi ni agronomist. Ni mtu ambaye amesoma science. Kwa sababu nikisema maneno ya agronomy, ya kilimo, mtanishika mzuri. Mimi ni producer wa organic input. Ukipita huko barabara ama kwa maduka, uone fertilizer imeandikwa hybrid organic fertilizer. Mimi niko hapo nyuma yake kwa research ya kuproduce. Produce. Sasa mimi pia ni certified. Zinaona sasa? Kwa nini nimesema ni active? So I am all out person. In the time I'm not when I get some time I like to teach. Mimi pia ni mwalimu. So ukikutana tumenafundisha na nini tu uzulize kwa nini Richard anafundisha na alisema ni certified. Sasa so I have been given this opportunity to talk about the market, that is the organic market, and also the process of certification. So it will be very, very, very brief. But let me look at it from the worldwide perspective. Why we are encouraging farmers? Because we are basically encouraging farmers to adopt. Kwa nini tunafanya wakulima wa adopt maneno ya organic farming? Ukiangalia soko ya ulimwengu, the world market for organic produce, ama organic food. Sasa tuseme produce, tuseme food kwa sababu ni chakula ni kitu kama bilioni 250 pesa ya Marekani. Umejitayarisha mzuri. Lakini pia tutakuwa tumesema hizi ni vitu mzuri tutakuza kwa sababu yetu ya nyumbani. Lakini mnunuzi anataka kitu gani? Ukiangalia kwa mfano, sana mimi nilikuwa nimefikiria miaka ya 2010 wakulima wa organic wa avocado, na nasema mtu kwa mfano, watafaidika sana wakati maneno ya organic imekuja na nini. Lakini sasa unaona wakulima wa organic wa avocado wametega, huyu anauza huku, huyu anauza huku. Sasa ukiuliza sasa bidhaa ya avocado ya kutoka Kenya hata huko mataifa ambao tuna export, utakuta ni kidogo sana ama haiko kwa sababu hatuja kuja pamoja. Unaona? Kwa sababu lazima kwanza tuelewe ya kwamba sisi our RAD tender system ama ownership ya RAD ni kidogo kidogo. Kwa hivyo kama ni kidogo basi lazima tukuje pamoja. Tuangalie ni bidhaa gani tutakuuza. Na tuangalie bidhaa ambazo zitatupea faida. Sababu kwa mfano huyu hii kampuni inatengeneza yogurt. Hii kampuni inatengeneza yogurt. Ina uwezo wa kuja kwa pamoja ikusanya wakulima walete nini? Maziwa. Na kwa sababu wanataka kufanya yogurt sasa wakiwa pamoja ataleta maziwa mingi, si ndio? Na wataweza ku negotiate bei nzuri na hii kampuni. Hii kampuni tuseme kwa sasa inatumia flavor ile tunasema ni ya kizungu, synthetic flavor. Lakini hii kampuni ukiuliza mtengenezaji angekwambia mimi ningetaka kutumia ile strawberry natural ambao zingine zinakuzwa hapa watu kadhaa wanakuza. Lakini yeye mwenyewe sasa ukamwambia kama anataka kilo 100 ya strawberry kwa siku hawezi akapa. Sinaona sasa mismatch ile nimesema ya kwamba huyu anataka strawberry lakini sisi tumemletea nini? Mandizi. Sasa unaona sasa sasa yeye tumebidi na yeye atumie pesa nyingine aende anue synthetic. So kwa soko tunaangalia sasa hii maneno. Wakulima wanawezaje kuja kwa pamoja? Wakikuja kwa pamoja na wakiproduce waweze kufanya kitu tunaita aggregation. Kusanya kwa pamoja. Wakati mwingine wakati wanunuzi wanataka kununua. Lakini mwenye ako na hii boga pia tuseme hata kwa mfano hii boga ni moja ya kwamba kama atatoa gari Nairobi ifike Thika, ifike Kangali, ifike wapi, pengine ataenda mpaka Ulaya kabla pika kuja ijaye. Sasa hapo ni shida, kwa sababu pia yako kwa biashara. Sababu hata kama tunasema ni biashara ni organic, lazima tuiangalie kibiashara. Kama hatutaweza kuangalia kibiashara, hapo tutakuwa tumefeli. Unaelewana? Lazima sisi wakati tuna nia na lengo la kwenda soko, tuangalie wanunuzi wanataka nini na wako namna gani. Kwa mwingine nilikuwa naambia watu lazima uende pale Nairobi uangalie hii watu ya Nairobi wanataka kukula namna gani. Uangalie kisahani yao ama sufuria yao ni nini yaingia hapo. Sasa tuajue tufanye backward. Tujue sasa hii kitu ambayo inaenda kwa sufuria zao tutaikuza namna gani? Tunaelewana? Wakati mwingi sasa, zamani unajua tulikuwa tunafundisha organic kama tumejificha, tumefanya nini? Unakuta wakulima wetu pia na pia ni maneno ya marketing. Tunafanya kama tumejificha. Kikundi kikuja pamoja. Sasa kuna social media platform. Fungueni Facebook, ni free. Weka vitu zenu hapo, Kuweni watu ambao wako na, kwa sababu hakuna mtu ambaye atakuja ku advertise wewe. Wewe utaji-advertise. Unajua sasa wakati mmoja nikisoma shule moja sasa huko nje. Unafundisha watu ambao ukiangalia utajua kwa nini maneno ya marketing nakuja hapa. Inafundisha watu ambao wanaitwa pastors. Na pastors wanafundishwa ni kupeana injili. Sasa ndio unaona maneno ya kusudi nakuja hapa. Kwa sababu huwezi ukatangaza, hauwezi ukajulikana kama hujitangaza. Sasa one of the cause there ni marketing your church. Sasa wewe mwenyewe sasa unafikiri ni nzuri kuomba, ni nzuri kufanya maneno, lakini how do you market that? Sasa wewe mkulima umelima, unafanya nini? Sasa ku market nayo itakuwa na namna gani? Kwa sababu wakati mwingi kipati pale anakuza, yule ni rafiki yangu anakuza inaitwa nini? Peanut butter huko. Lakini haijulikani. Hapo huko town inaitwa Matu. Lakini watu wa Matu hajui anafanya nini? Anakuza peanut, anatengeneza peanut butter. Sasa watu kama wa Matu hawajui. Sasa Thika watajua. Sasa unaona sasa. So mkulima afanye kulima na afanye kutengeneza, lakini ajue ya kwamba marketing itakuwa mzuri zaidi. Na akijitanga ile njia yote ile ya rahisi ya kujitangaza. Watu wajue hiyo kitu inapatikana. Tunaelewana? Si unaona wale sasa tunawajua wale ni pure health. Wameshafi? Sasa hiyo ndio ninasema wakulima. Sasa watu wa Kangali kwa sababu mimi najua ni mtu ya Kangali. Mkiangalia na sio ya Kangali, ningesema wakulima wote mnaona ya kwamba sikifika pale kwa soko tunajulikana tumefika. Na sio tu kwa soko, ni mahali yote ile. Haya. Hiyo maneno nimemaliza. Sasa nikimaliza hapo nirudi pale kwa organic production. Bwana David aliongelea akasema we look at the principles of organic farming. Na hizi ni zile rules worldwide ama globally zimekuwa accepted ya kwamba zina define organic farming ama organic agriculture. Sasa akasema maneno ya soil health. So inaitwa principle of health. Na hiyo inaangalia soil health, health of the people, health of the consumer, health of the workers, all that pertain to that. Ya pili inaitwa principle of ecology. Ecology inaangalia maneno ya environment, maji, nini, hizo vitu zote ambazo zimetuzingira. Ya tatu inaitwa principle of fairness. Sasa fairness na Kiswahili sijui nitahitaji, pengine usawa, kitu kama hiyo, si ndio? Usawa. Na usawa inaangaliwa kutoka kwa mnunuzi, fair price for the farmers. Simnasikia kama maneno ya fair trade. Hii maneno ndio kama hiyo. Ya kwamba tunaangalia are we fair to the environment, are we fair to the workers, are we fair to the consumers. Kwa sababu wakati mwingine pia na sisi wakulima tunakuwa we are not also fair to the consumers. Tunaweka bei nyingine kali zaidi. Na sio tu kuweka bei kali zaidi, tunawaahidi zaidi. Tuna over promise ya kwamba tutawapea hizi vitu, lakini wakati zinatakikana kwa soko hazipatikani. All those kind of things. Then lastly there is principle of care. Hii inaambiwa ilitoka kwa Bible ya kwamba wakati Mungu aliumba wanadamu alimwambia take care of the, si hiyo mnaijua. So sisi wakati tunakuja kuangalia certification na tunakuja na maneno ya standard, tunaangalia hizo vitu hii. Nimesema kwa sababu utajiuliza kwa nini. Tunaangalia hizo vitu nne kama zinafuatwa pale kwa shambani. Sasa hapo tunakuja tunasema basi kama mkulima anafuata atapata certificate. Akishapata certificate anapewa ruhusa ya kutumia gani? Hii kilimo hai. Siko hapa. Haya. Samani sasa miaka ya 2000 hata 15 na hata as late as 2017 mkulima, sababu tuko na challenge ya wakulima wengi kuweka records. Sababu kusema ni organic ni sawa sawa. Kila mtu anasema ni organic. Lakini sasa tukikuja certification, kitu ya kwanza tunakuuliza kama unaweka any records. Ya kuonyesha ya kwamba mtu ambapo ataingia pale wewe ni mtu ya organic. Sasa tunaweka minimum record, farm diary, kitabu ya shamba. Hii kitabu ni unaandika ile vitu ambayo inafanyika kwa shambani, ile maneno unafanya pale shambani. Kama today nimeamka, kazi yangu ni preparing the land. Kuna so many activities, feeding the chicken, making compost, yeah, all those activities they are recorded in that book. Sasa hapa najua ninakuwa ni challenge, si ni kweli? There is a lot of challenge. Sasa unakuta ya kwamba mkulima atasema yote nimeweka kwa kichwa, mimi najua venye nafanya. Sasa ukikuta hapo mimi sitaki kusema hiyo maneno. Sasa hiyo sio kilimo biashara, ni kilimo ya tu. Sitaki kutumia hiyo maneno, lakini maneno mbaya. Lakini sasa kilimo ya tu hakuna mtu atakuuliza. Hauna haja ya faida, hauna haja ya kujua ni nini mzuri inafanyika ama ni nini haifanyiki. Lakini kilimo biashara itahitaji uwe na minimum records ya kujua wewe kama hizi vitu unakuza zinakupea pesa pale mwisho ama zinakupea hasa. Na sasa hapo ndio una make decision. Unasema nitabadilisha hii na sitabadilisha hii ama nitafanya hivi. So kama ina make hasara hakuna haja ya kuendelea. So wakati unafika shambani na mkulima kama inspector ama sasa mtu akaangalia na mkulima hana records zozote, inakuwa ni challenge. Wale wako na mashamba kubwa tunawahimiza wanaweka kitu inaitwa organic system plan ama wanaweka manual ya kusema sisi ni organic, na mfanyakazi wetu tukichukua mfanyakazi wetu akuje kwa shamba tunamfundisha kufanya organic style hii ama namna hii, anafuata hizi steps ili akue qualified. Alafu sasa tukishafanya hivyo, kama ni maneno ya mbolea tunatengenezaga mara moja kwa miezi 3 ama mara moja kwa mwezi kulingana na uwezo wa mkulima. So mkulima ambaye anataka kuwa certified anaweka organic system plan. Na kama ni kikundi sababu mnajua nyinyi mko kwa kikundi wale wengi. Tunasema ya kwamba tunatumia participatory guarantee system. Participatory guarantee system yenyewe iko na manual ama ile tunasema maandishi ambao wakulima wameweka kwa pamoja ambao watafuata. Na tukisema organic system plan ama PGS, hii maandiko yote ndio wakulima wanafuata. Na inafuata na sheria zile tumesema zile ine pale juu. Hakuna sheria nyingine tutaleta. Lakini sasa tunahitaji wewe uangalie hizo, uone kama sina fit ama asiingiliane na wewe. So group they form a participatory guarantee system. Individuals wanaweza fanywa mmoja through what we call third party certification. Haya, kuna wengine wanajiita ama wanaitwa processors. Sababu wale standard zimeenda mpaka kwa processing including packaging. Sasa hao wanatakiwa nao wawe na maandishi ya kusema sisi, na sasa sana inafuata maneno ya food safety. Food safety, tukisema food safety, HACCPs, na internal control systems ambazo mmeweka. Sasa hapo sheria inahitaji uwe na a written what we call quality management system. Wakati mwingine inaitwa ICS, wakati mwingine inaitwa OSP. ICS ni internal control system, total quality management system, na organic system plan for processors. Hizi vitu zote ziko pale kwa kuonyesha ya kwamba ile process una make ama unatengeneza nayo yogurt ama unga hairedi kufanya contamination. Sasa tumetoa kitu kwa mkulima tumeleta kwa processing. So organic system plan itakuwa na inalingana sana kama sasa wewe kampuni yako unaweza kuweka zile tunaita HACCPs. Hizo wanazielewa ambao wale wanatengeneza, ambao inaangalia flow ya product kutoka kuingia, that is receiving, penye itatengenezwa mpaka wakati itatoka kwenda kwa customers. Na pia wao wanahitajika kuweka rekodi ya consumer wao kama wako na complaints about the product and how they resolve it. Na hapo ni mwisho. Lakini sana ni kuona ya kwamba product haijakuwa contaminated. Kuna wale pia wanatumia kampuni zingine kupackage products zao. Sasa hapo wakati mwingine inakuwa ya kwamba ni muhimu wafanye cleaning na waweke hizo records za cleaning records ile machine wanatumia. Kama wanasiaga for example unga, kama hawatumii kisiagi yao, wanatumia kisiagi ya jirani, how do they ensure it is clean before they? Kwa sababu hatutaki contamination. Contamination ikiingia sasa wakati tulikuwa tunasema ni organic, sasa itakuwa imebadilika. Kwa nini tufanye hii organic certification? Nataka kumalizia. Lakini kabla nimalize kuna wale wanafanya inputs. Inputs pia ama farming inputs pia ziko kwa category ya vile vitu ambazo zinaweza kuwa certified organic. Kando na kuwa zitakuwa registered with the government authorities. Government authority wakati nimesema kwa input, kama ni fertilizer itakuwa iko na KEBS, kama ni madawa kutakuwa na watu wa pest control boards, vitu kama hizo. Kando na hiyo, wakati wanafanya organic pia watatumia watakuwa kama organic, watakuwa na organic system plan ambayo itakuwa ina detail ile steps wanafanya, ile maneno wao wanafanya kutoka sourcing of the raw material, kama ni compost wana source wapi, hiyo manure wanatoa wapi, wanatengeneza siku gapi, hizo record zote watakuwa nazo mpaka packaging. So hiyo ni kama processing, lakini inafanyika wakati sasa wako tayari na wako na zile tunaziita the legal requirements documents, kama wameshakuwa registered yenye inapaswa kuwa wamepita KEBS. Sasa certification inakuja hapo juu. Sasa nilikuwa nakuja kwa nini tufanye certification. Certification ni a form of value addition. Sasa nimesema ni form of value addition. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu wewe kama mkulima umeongeza trust. Umeongeza trust zaidi kwa customer wako ya kwamba product ambayo unatumia ama ambayo ataenda kukula haina chemical residues. Kwa sababu nisema mimi ni food activist. Chakula mingi ambayo tunakula ifikapo itafika pale kwa laboratory ifanywe uchunguzi, utakuta ya kwamba iko na madini mingi ambayo imebaki, tunaziita sasa residues. Wakati wale wana export, kama wale wanakuza mishiria kwa export French beans, unajua ya kwamba kuna ile minimum residue levels. Sasa hapa kwa organic tunataka zero residue levels. Kwa sababu the customers wenye wanatafuta chakula hii ya organic worldwide, tumesema market in 250 billion US dollars. Hawa customers wanaelewa what a disease means. Tunaelewana? Kuwa mgonjwa inamaanisha nini? Saizi hii magonjwa 3: diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure. Hizi zinaitwa NCDs, na ni communicable diseases. Ni mingi sana? Mingi sana. Na hata kama science haijaweka kuweka 100% the interrelationship between what we eat and the diseases, kitu zingine kwenda shule. Kitu zingine zile lazima uende shule. Ni kweli. Wewe mwenyewe unaona the linkage. Wale wametoka sehemu za kahawa wanajua hii maneno. Zile madawa zinatumwa au? Na interrelationship ya hizo madawa na ile community iko huko. Ukienda bomba moja mbili, lazima utapata mtu ya diabetes. Kansa ni kama sasa imekuwa ni zamani ilikuwa ni AIDS, Sasa hizi ni, na unajua the cost of treating these diseases. Or not even treating, managing those diseases. So, ukishaelewa ya kwamba hiyo, so hawa watu wako very strict. Wanataka the minimum, not the minimum, the zero residues in their food. Because one of the class of the most mzuri sana kusema hivyo hapa. One of the class of the most now wealthiest people in the society ni madaktari. Ni madaktari wa hizo magonjwa. Sababu kila mtu anakimbia huko. Na ukikimbia huko si ni pesa unapeleka. So they are ready and willing, those people who know now this are ready and willing to spend a higher amount of money. Anataka kulipa, na uwezo wa kulipa pesa juu kidogo, wapate kitu ambayo haina madawa, kwa sababu wanajua hii madawa ikiingia kwa mwili hakuna kutoka. So organic certified food, sasa ni kuongeza hapo, usually faces a higher price. Ukienda hizi supermarkets ziko na organic sections hizi, Carrefour, Naivas na nini, na yako hapa utapata ya kwamba organic foods are a bit higher than the other food. But then the customers are buying because they know the advantage. Trust is knowing your farmer. Sasa nakuanga nasema hivi, sasa nikimalizia. Samani, you know chakula ambao unakula inatoka inatoka wapi. Lakini sasa with urbanization na watu na population increase, hauna njia ya kujua mkulima. Sasa sisi certifier, what we basically do ni ku create that assurance ya kwamba kitu ambao itapatikana sokoni ni mzuri. Sijui kama kuna mtu ako na swali. Kama uko na swali ni sawa. Kama uko na swali na utaki kuuliza ni sawa. Sasa unaweza andika namba yangu. Andika namba yangu hapo kwa sababu sasa siwezi nikapea nini yote kadi. Sina. Na makaratasi imekuwa bei kali zaidi. Hatutaki kukata miti. 0720 826 585. And thank you so much. Sinimunipigia kama kofi kidogo ndio.
Namba. Kino. Yeah. Namba tafadhali.
Mimi naitwa Mwagi wa Organic ama Richard. Wamesema ni Richard wa Coas. Hiyo maneno yote.
Namba
0720 826 585. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Richard. So now we have a session on questions and answers, comments, kitu mnataka tukusema. So please, let's combine what it has been shared by David and also what has been shared by Richard, so that we interact. So let's say we can have four, please. 4 questions, comments, anything. So the floor is open. Na tutaanza na hapa. Kama tuko na, we have also questions from online. We'll be able to share with us also and address them. So we have one. Yeah.
Thank you for the chance that I've been given. I'd like to ask Bwana Richard, on certification to farmers, it is the most costly issue we have. And we are heading there because the market requires that. How do you make it for the farmer to have a breakthrough so that will be free to the market? Thank you.
Thank you. How do we make organic certification less costly for our smallholder farmers? Good. So another one.
Yes, I'm Moses Mora. I work for YARD. So my question is about pricing, the pricing of organic products, and the fact that we do understand that in organic agriculture you don't use a lot of inputs, and especially buying from agrovet. But also we do understand that it's also very labor intensive. And again, because you do a lot of work just to ensure that you provide, whatever you provide in the market is high quality products that is free from chemicals. So what is your opinion about maybe determining the prices of the product? Should we set the prices that are below, equal or above the products that are grown in organic way? Thank you.
What is the pricing mechanism of our organic products? How do we make it affordable for our consumers so that we can all afford and be competitive with the other products which are synthetic? Another one? Ladies, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Richard, for the way you have talked to us about organic certification. And my question is, now since we will be certified and then we start selling, do we need the stickers? Because I see the stickers. Are you the one who supplies the stickers, or we only need the certificate itself? Thank you.
That's noted. So another one. We had 4 slots.
Jina yangu naitwa Joseph Wahume. Mimi nauliza hii mambo ya certification ndio uwe certified. Unaanza na soko, ujue nani atanunua vitu yako, ama tu unaingia kulima uwe certified na ujui mnunuzi nani?
So the starting point, do we produce for the market or we market what we just have? So I think most of the questions are addressed to Richard.
Thank you. I would ask, on the process of selling or certification, I have heard of ecological. How do we do this, we as farmers?
I think that's a question to David.
So thank you, Mzee, about ecological agriculture. It's like how do you go about it as a farmer? One thing, like here we are talking about ecological organic agriculture. It's a system that we are not allowing outside chemicals to come into your farm. So that's something that you need to know about, that in this system, we don't allow fertilizers that are not natural to come into your farm. We don't have to have pesticides or herbicides or acaricides coming from outside your farm. So that's something that you have to first of all do. You cannot say that I'm an ecological farmer and yet you are using DAP in your farm. You are using harmful pesticides to spray your crops. So in case you are not trained, because that's where it all starts, you can ask for training. Like for us, we are a training organization. We can come to your group because we work with farmers, and then we can offer you a training on how to do this practice. Because you understand that I was talking about production. We are talking about recycling of nutrients. There are some things that we can train you. I'm telling you, you are not supposed to use DAP in your farm. You need to use compost. How do you make this compost? You need to use manures in your farm. How do you make them good for the plants? So you start, if you don't have that, you'll be like just another farmer. You'll be going to the agrovet, buying DAP, buying pesticide, and then spraying your crop. And then out of that, you'll not be an ecological farmer. So basically, there's a lot of training that's come along with the production, and also sharing. Not only maybe a trainer coming, we even organize for exposure visit. We can organize for an exchange visit where you can have you and your group, and we take you to Kangare to visit farmers who are already doing that. You can hear from them, because you have to come also to realize that farmers do learn very fast when they're learning from their fellow farmers. So those are the issues that we can go about. But maybe the other thing that I would like you to know is that we don't encourage people, or it is not encouraging, it is prohibited for you as an ecological farmer to use things that are not good for the soil, for the plant, for the human health. Another thing, if you have to, then that's what we are talking about, the inputs that are already certified organic. Yeah? If you are an ecological farmer and maybe you don't want to make your own compost and you need to buy fertilizer, then you go and buy a fertilizer that's already known that to be organic. That's because it's not a mass that you make by yourself. Sometimes for so many farmers, even those farmers are sitting here, sometimes they normally come to the organic outlets and they normally buy fertilizers, they buy fungicides, they buy pesticides that are known. Pricing, I know, on the production point of view, in the so-called developed countries, they normally have what we call premiums. As a farmer, because of accepting to do organic farming, because for the care or the effort you are putting to care for the soil, the effort that you are putting to care for the environment, the effort that you are putting to care for the human health, they are what they call premiums. That as an organic farmer, you can get that premium either from the government or from the produce that you are selling. And that's why in many countries, you find that organic produce always fetch higher prices compared to the conventional prices. Here in Kenya, we are not yet there where we can have prices, because we don't have a already set system. Like in Kenya, we don't have a policy for organic agriculture or ecological agriculture, where the government itself can come in and say, oh, look at these farmers. They are putting all this effort to feed people healthy food. And the burden that the government is having of buying or treating people who are already sick now and then, that burden is already taken off by the farmers. Because as an ecological farmer, growing a spinach like this one that is free from chemical is an added advantage to the government, because if we supply people with vegetables that are full of poison, then the government will have a very big burden to treat you or to buy for the medicine. So in other countries, they normally bring that into the perspective, and you find that farmers are given some premium. Like in the UK, if you are an organic farmer, at the end of the year, you are paid something for the effort that you have put. So maybe to answer Moses, in Kenya, unless you do it as a farmer, you analyze your costing. We don't have a set standard that a bunch of spinach needs to cost 550 shillings or that shillings. It's you as a farmer, because you don't have a controlled system that can have a good price. But in Europe, you find that even before you go into the farming, you know what you are going to get out of the system. But here, maybe it might be very difficult to have a direct answer that we can agree as people involved in organic that our avocado will be selling at 5 shillings or 10 shillings, or maybe the premium that you are going to say. Maybe if the conventional vegetable a bunch is selling 50, maybe you can say maybe for organic it will be 10% higher. We have not reached there. We have left that to the producer. Even here, it's like bargaining. After this, we will be bargaining. I know somebody is selling eggs. He will tell me 50, maybe 500 per tray. Maybe I'll say 450. Then maybe it will be for 7. It's like we are bargaining because we don't have a set standard. But we are having a step in the right direction. A time will come, maybe like in Muranga, I don't know whether you are aware, like now in Muranga County, we are about to have the policy for organic agriculture. It's now on its latter stages. It has gone through the county assembly. They have done the first reading, the second reading. It's now almost, even before we do the election, in Muranga County we are going to have a policy for organic agriculture. And that's a plus for farmers, because now that's allowed the government to have some fund for organic farmers. So if you are an organic farmer and you are in Muranga, you will be getting something, the support from the government. And that will be a plus to so many farmers. And if other counties will follow suit, then at the end of the day, we'll have so many people who are in the organic agriculture who are already recognized by the government. I don't know whether I've answered that, Moses, but in a nutshell, we don't have a pricing mechanism. It's now on a willing buyer and a willing seller. Maybe a farmer, you can say that I will sell you at least because I've used a lot of fertilizer or organic fertilizer. I've used a lot of labor to make compost, so I can sell maybe above the normal prices. So thank you.
You know, when nilikuwa naongea nilisema certification, and this is worldwide phenomenon, ndio iko kwa dunia mzima. Certification is a costly exercise. Including organic certification. And sometimes it is not viable for smallholder farmers, especially farmers with less than 5 acres, to become certified as an individual. It will not be economically viable. Maybe go down 3 acres. But farmers with 2 acres, 1 acre, blah blah, we advise these farmers form a group, and undergo what I said called PGS, Participatory Guarantee System. Sababu itakuwa ni gharama kubwa sana mkulima mmoja. Na nikasema hii Participatory Guarantee System iko na advantage zake. Sababu wakulima watakuja kwa pamoja, na tuseme ni pengine ni kama wakulima 50 ama 100. Utakuta ya kwamba tukikuja chaji, mkulima pengine atatoa shilingi 200 ama 500 ikienda zaidi. Na ndio tunasema sitaki grupu ya watu 20 ama ile grupu kubwa. Kwa sababu wakati mmekuwa grupu kubwa, uwezo wa kutoa mazao mengi iko. Na kama hakuna mazao mengi, sasa tena utakuwa na challenge ya kufika kwa soko. Kwa sababu hizi soko zote nimesema sauti yenu itakuja kwa ile namba nyinyi mko nayo. Wakati mwingine sisi kama certification bodies tunapewa wakulima nafasi ya kulipa malipo ya polepole, maybe quarterly payments, ya kwamba tunamwambia sasa ni 20,000 lakini utalipa maybe 5,500 kwa mwezi, baada ya miezi 3. Hii ni kumaanisha sasa mkulima hata kuwa na ile burden ya kutoa shilingi 20,000 kwa pamoja. Sawa sawa. So hizi ni njia za kujaribu kuona ya kwamba wakulima sababu it's always a costly process. Na wakati tunaifanya costly, tukienda hata zaidi sasa tuanze kusema tufanye soil analysis, water analysis, itakuwa ni gharama kubwa zaidi kwa mkulima. So tunajaribu kuja na njia za kadhaa, different ways, different methods of encouraging the farmers to get certified. Lakini hii tunaita participatory guarantee system is very suited for smallholder farmers. Na ukiangalia kampuni ambazo tunafanya export, zile zinafanya export ya matunda, ya nuts na nini, zinaleta wakulima kwa pamoja. Nafikiri wengine wenu wako hapo, wamesema internal control systems, wale ambao wanakuwa certified kupeleka vitu zao Marekani, Ulaya na kwingineko. Ili sasa wakulima wakikuja kwa pamoja inakuwa ni rahisi kupata ile volumes. Nia ya kuwa certified ni kulenga soko. And there is two ways. Kuna mkulima ameuliza nawezaje kuwa naweza anza na market ama naweza na kwa shamba. Unaweza anza mahali popote. Anza yangu ndio hiyo. You can start either from the farm or from the market. Why start at the farm? Some farmers start at the farm. Na wakati wamefanya kwa shamba, wanajua ya kwamba wako na uhakika ya kwamba ile kitu wataenda kuuza inaweza toka kwa shamba. Sababu wakati mwingine ni wakati unaweza enda kwa soko na ukaenda kwa market ukaona hii matunda na hii mboga, ukaona ni mzuri. Na huja kujua ya kwamba kama hii area yako inaweza kuuza hiyo mimea kwa njia mzuri. Tunaona sasa. Lakini mwingine ataenda kwa soko, aangalie ile bidhaa ambayo inatoka price mzuri pale sokoni. Sasa ajue hiyo nitakuza. Huyu naye mwingine alianza huku nchini, alikajua ya kwamba pilipili kwa hii shamba yangu inatoka mzuri sana. Sasa hii ndio nitakuza. So wakati analima pilipili, yako na ujuzi ya kulima pilipili, anajua wakati unalipa pilipili organic wadudu ni gani, madawa ya organic iko wapi, kama ni fertilizer iko wapi. So anajua. Kwa sababu wakati mwingine akienda kwa soko atakuja lakini hana information ya kukuza nini hii mmea. Wakati mwingine ataanza kwa sababu marafiki zake wamepata bei mzuri. Amepita kwa kipata, amekuta hibiscus imekuwa mzuri na anapata bei mzuri. Si ataenda alime. Unaona? So there is no starting point as such. For a farmer, because the farmer has always been farming, we try to sell him the thing that you can grow very well. Start there. Ile kitu unajua unaweza lima mzuri. Kwa sababu tunaweza kukuletea hizi zingine wadudu na magonjwa ikanifanya nini? Ikakusumbua zaidi. Sasa wakati imekusumbua unakuta ya kwamba umeenda kwa madawa. Sasa na kama ulikuwa certified sasa tena tumecancel certificate. Sasa wakati nimecancel certificate, sasa tunaanza kuwa enemies. For no reason. Unaona? Sababu zile nikijua sasa umetumia madawa na cancel the certificate. Lakini ukishajua na tena unajua ulimwengu tulioko sasa sio kama zamani. There is a lot of information. Unajua mzungu ni mtu mwerevu. He keeps putting a lot of information. Kwa vitabu, kwa Google, kwa wapi, internet na nini. Kuna a lot of information. Na hata tuko sasa tume-exchange information. Nimekwambia sasa ile mkulima wa Kenya ambaye atakuza strawberries kwa njia mzuri, quality strawberries. Kwa hii soko ya Nairobi peke yake hawezi akatoshere. Sisi nakwambia sasa, hiyo ni free information. So sasa wewe kazi yako ni kwenda kufanya research. Strawberries zitakuzwa namna gani? Zinaweza kuwa kwangu, inaweza tokea. Sasa hii ni namna hiyo. So there is a lot of information. So kama mkulima atafungua akili yake aweze kumine this information. Angalia ile information mzuri. Sababu there is a lot of information. Angalia ile information mzuri. Aweza kutumia hiyo information. Basi anaweza sema ataanza na soko ama ataanza kwa shamba. Maneno ya bei. Kwa sababu hatuna records. Mimi najua hii ni changamoto kubwa. Inakuwa ni ngumu sana kusema hii bei ni gani. Kwa sababu hatuna records. Na wakati David amesema premium market. Organic market is always a premium market. Na hata hapa Kenya utakuta ya kwamba organic produce kwa supermarkets kwa sasa hizo ndio formal market, Lakini sasa unaangalia pia kuna informal market. Na sisi kama mnaangalia namna hii kama wakulima. Ni quote. Hii mashule ya Wahindi, Wazungu nini, Iko hii Nairobi, Thika wapi. Hani watu ambao wako na uwezo na wanataka kukula bidhaa za organic. And they are huge market kwa sababu watoto ni wengi kwa hiyo mashule. Kwa supermarket, wakati unapeleka supermarket lazima uangalie maneno ya quality sana. Sababu mnunuzi ni macho. Kugura ni maito. So lazima uangalie hiyo. Lakini kwa sasa wakati mwingine unaweza ziita public kitchens, mahoteli na nini. Hawa wanataka quantity na wewe umesema quality ni mzuri, lakini hao sasa watatumia macho wanaangalia kitu vyao ni mzuri. Sababu wakati unalima kitu ya kwanza na ndio nimesema mkulima pamoja, uangalie maneno ya grading of the produce. Utakuta ya kwamba mboga kama hii kuna size kama 5 kwa shamba, si ndio? Kuna kale kadogo na nyingine ndogo hivyo zinakuta mpaka ile kubwa, si ndio? Sasa tuseme kwa mfano ile kubwa sasa ndio tunapeleka supermarket for example. Hiyo wakati unavuna tunapeleka supermarket. Lakini tuko na hizi grade tuseme 2, 3 and 4 ambazo hazitafika lakini zinaweza si ati ni chakula mbaya. Lakini ni pale sasa mnunuzi aweza akataka hiyo kidogo. Sasa hizi tuna target kuuza wapi? Na ndio unaona sasa hapa kuna challenge. Hizi ni vitu ambazo tuna target kuuza kwa mahoteli, mashule na kwingineko. Sasa zile tunaweza public kitchens, watu ambao wanatumia kwa wingi. Unaona? So, na fetch different prices. Si kweli kwa sababu ya sizes. Lakini tunaweza kusukuma. Tunaweza weka guarantee. Hata hiyo shule inataka guarantee, inataka certificate yako. Ione ya kwamba wewe ni organic. Uzuri sasa hautahitaji zile vitu mama ameniuliza ya stickers. Ndio kama hizi. Sababu wao watataka certificate na unakuwa na peleka in power. Mwangalie hapo sana ya kwamba bulk production very important. Wakati kikundi imekuja pamoja ni mzuri ikiungana. Ndio unasikia kwa PGS wale wameenda kwa participatory guarantee system. Iko group inajiita group ya ama inaitwa committee ya marketing. Ya kuangalia soko siko wapi. Isiende tu kwa supermarket, iende kwa hizi mashule, mahospitali na nini ambazo chakula kinakonsumiwa kwa wingi na ni watu ambao wanahitaji nini? Chakula ambao haina madawa. Tunaelewana? Lakini ikiwa individual inakuwa ni ngumu. Sawa.
Asante sana Richard. So nimesema BioVision Africa Trust ni organization inasaidia pia wakulima on certification. Because certification ni bridge ya between our production na markets zetu. So sisi tunasaidia vikundi vya wakulima because our target is to help the smallholder farmers. So we want the farmers to be organized into groups ndo waweze kuaccess hii certification yenye Richard amesema inaitwa participatory guarantee system. And I like this system because hii system inakuwa purported kuwa ni affordable. Kwa sababu sasa kwa kikundi mnaweza gawanya like inakuwa kama group like self help group. Mgawanye mtu atoe a contribute because hata sisi tukitoka as people who are supporting let's say financially mpate hiyo certificate. Once we leave supporting you or we don't have funds, you'll be able to also still contribute and pull the resources muweze ku access e-certification, because we want to ensure integrity of the sector na kuassure our consumers, hata sisi wenye ni consumers pia, kuwa really this product is organic. So participatory guarantee system ni system yenye iko acceptable locally, ni kibali ama ni certificate that tunaweza tumia kwa markets zetu hapa Kenya, tunaweza tumia kwa markets zetu across East Africa, for instance, across Africa. Hii ni system yenye inaweza tusaidia to trade between all these countries na hata hapa locally. Na hii Kilimo High Standard Mark actually ni East African mark. So unaweza trade na mtu Rwanda, unaweza trade na mtu Tanzania, Uganda, ukitumia hiyo certificate kuassure the consumers kuwa our products are certified. So this is also what we do as an organization. We support and we encourage our small farmers to get into groups so that they even have the acreage yenye inaweza produce the quantities that the market will need, you know, and together you market together. Mkikuwa na hii system, you have to do it together. Hawezi sema sasa mko kwa hiki kundi utaenda uuze spinach yako wapi huko and you use, because this is a group certificate that so encourages that we are able to aggregate our products, we are able to meet our market demands. Tunataka to meet hizo the quantities that hii market inataka, kama inataka this number of bags or this number of whatever quantities, kama ni milk ni nini, and this is a process yenye ni peer to peer review, you know, assessment. So hii ina guarantee because ni watu wenye mtajuana, mtaasisiana. If there is one person who will breach ama hataenda as per the organic principles, the whole group iko cancelled, the certificate is cancelled. So that ensures or maintains integrity in a way that mtu anaangaliana, unaangalia mwenzako anafanya nini, anafuata the principles, anafuata the organic standards that are set, and then together you are able to ensure that you for sure produce the products that the market want, that are safe products. So Richard ameongea vizuri, David pia ameongea vizuri. So I think we can continue the conversation. And for our online viewers pia wao, they've not been left behind. So acha niwasomee, kuna mwenye ako na question. Do you have free training sessions that you give farmers? Kuna mtu online ameuliza hivyo. And how is the government involved in ensuring that we don't have toxic fertilizers being deposited in our country? So kati ya Richard na David, who wants to address that?
For the few who is on online, yeah, we do have trainings, but we normally do trainings with organized groups, because if you realize it's very difficult to train you as an individual because of the cost implication. Yeah, most of the trainings are free as long as you arrange yourself in a group. Then we normally send our team maybe to come and train you on organic production. But you have to note that you must be in an organized group of 12 farmers and above, but as an individual, it's not possible to be trained as an individual. If you are interested as an individual, we can share with you some of the training materials that you can read, and then from there maybe you can raise some questions. So maybe Richard can handle the one.
How is the government involved in ensuring we don't have toxic fertilizers?
I don't want to talk on behalf of the government because I'm not a government officer. But then I think the fertilizers come into the country go through the certification of CAPES for approvals or KFCs if they are fertilizers. And I don't think any government would allow toxic fertilizers or chemicals to be deposited here in Kenya or any of their territories. However, we must understand that most of the organic fertilizers are locally produced. So we do not have so many of the organic fertilizers coming from outside of the boundaries of Kenya. Maybe very few from Asian countries. And basically they will be expensive when they come here than the local ones. So we have an assurance most of the organic fertilizers are locally made. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I think we are doing well. Those are very nice interactions and questions, and we have been able to get the rightful answers, and we have been able to learn. We will also like to hear from just few service providers, such that you can also interact and share with the online viewers. Remember, we are online through our social page, Pelham Kenya. We have our viewers there. You can be able to tell them just in a few minutes what you are promoting and how you can be reached. So we'll look into the various categories. We can start with the vegetable and horticultural producers. We have madam there. You can just share 3 minutes. Then we'll also go to the finance. We also have finance. We also have dealers. Joago is around. They can just share about their products. And we also have the processors. We can also have one or two to share about their products, just in a brief way, like 2 or 3 minutes, such that you interact with the viewers and also the consumers who are here to know how they can reach you. So we start from here.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to talk about vegetables and even fruits. Vegetables and fruits, we produce them in our local farms. And what we do from our farmyard or from the farm gate, we prepare the land and then we make the compost manure using what we are taught by our organizers. And then the way we are taught, we do everything, and then even we do the tea planting or the plant tea, and then from there we prepare the land, and then we plant our vegetables and even our fruits. From there, after doing that, we are able to grow the crops, and then we weed for them, and after that we bring them to the market. Recently we have a very good market, our local market, where we are selling our vegetables and fruits and even our herbs, and we are also having poultry. We have eggs, kienyeji eggs, and we also raise goats. So everything we do them organically, because everything we get from our shambas or from our lands. And so when we get the milk, we are selling in the market. So from early in the morning, we take lemon, and then we take our breakfast. After lemon juice, we take our breakfast. From our breakfast, we take our lunch of vegetables, which are grown organically. And then we take fruits, which are also grown organically. And then from there, we take our herbs. We also include our herbs in between, and even taking a lot of water. So our vegetables and fruits, everything, we take them to the market, in our local market, where we sell them, and we have our customers. We have introduced our customers to all of this, and now they are able to come and buy. And still we take them to Nairobi, those which are excess. We take them to corner shop and other shops in Nairobi. We also have another one here in Thika, Sylvia Baskets. We are also providing them with some of our products. So what I would say is everything is happy with the organic food, and we are willing to give them. We are in groups. We have some groups, and so we are able to go to sustain the organic farming. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's clap for him, for her. I think that's a good and brief We have seen what they are producing: vegetables, fruits, eggs, milk, so and also honey. So that's Madam Organic. I can say that. Let's also hear from our brother here. You introduce yourself and tell us what you are producing.
Good afternoon all. Okay, I'm Joseph Nongo, and as I said earlier that I work for YAD in Duanjema Circle. The circle started back in the year 2019, whereby we have various products that we offer. We have the Biashara loan, we have the farm tools loan, water tank loan, Mifugo loan, Masomo loan, Pikipiki loan, emergency loan, and also we have Afya loan. The unique problem, the unique area with Duanjema is that the registration fee is very small, because we register at 500 shillings. And also we have the passbook here. The passbook goes for 100 shillings. It's not like the other circles that whereby you register with more than 2,000 Kenya shillings. Ours is only 500 shillings. And the reason of putting up the small amount of 500 shillings is because that YAD normally works with very small holder farmers. When it comes in organic way of farming, we do training. We do train our farmers in organic way of farming, whereby the circle targets the smallholder farmers, and that's why we have come up with a small registration fee of about 500 shillings. We have the vision of the circle to be a holder in provision of financial products, services, and solutions to members for sustainable social and economic improvement. We also have the mission whereby it is to provide financial literacy training and affordable loans for increased wealth and job opportunities. Our motto is Tuinuke Pamoja. It's a Swahili name meaning let's grow together. And for now the circle is open to everyone, and we invite all of you to join the circle. You can do it online. It is very easy because we have the pay bill number. Whenever you are, you can save your money. After saving for 6 months, you can apply for a loan, which you can be given at 3 times your savings. There is no any security. The security is only the guarantors, only 2 guarantors, because we have seen asking a title deed, a title deed is quite a difficult task. Even asking a logbook, some people don't have cars, we cannot ask logbooks. The only security we need is only the guarantors, 2 guarantors. Otherwise, welcome and join the circle.
Thank you. Let's clap for him. Thank you. They are doing wonderful work, and we'll be able to buy all these products. Hakuna mtu ataenda nyumbani na any products, ndio? So we are consumers of organic products. Yes. So let's hear from our brother here.
Asante sana. Okay, asanteni sana. Mimi hata nilikuwa nashindwa kama siulizwe niongee kwa sababu nimetoka all the way from Nyandarua. Pahali mnasikia tunamwaga maziwa. And that's why I'll come with this milk. Ndio at least muone tumeanza ku add value. Kwa sababu huko bei ya maziwa ni kidogo sana. We sell at 20 shillings per liter only. And now we decided now to add value to our milk so that at least we can fetch more money. Because farmers in Nyandarua, they are struggling very much on milk. Wachana mambo mengine, maziwa. Wako na shida kubwa. So here we have come with just maziwa, tumetengeneza ni yogurt in 3 flavors. We have a flavor here, we have fruit chocolate. Tuko na nyingine hapa ni vanilla. Tuko na nyingine hapa ni strawberry. But this one, I want to tell you something special about this. Tumetengeneza na real fruits. No added flavors. Tumetengeneza na real fruits. Kwa sababu kuna watu wanakuza strawberries. However, hata kama tumetengeneza namna hiyo, tuko na challenge moja. na ndio nimesikia venye Mr. Karaja amesema na nimefurahi sana. We need youth in our area ukuje mtuonyeshe how we are going to go about it organically, because mambo ya ng'ombe ni challenge kubwa, because kuna watu wengine hutajua amepea ng'ombe nini, lakini unajua kuna vaccination, kuna dawa ya minyoo, ndio tujue kama kuna organic dawa za kupea hizi ng'ombe, because you cannot, hiyo uwezi pima ati kiretoa maziwa ujue ng'ombe ilikunywa nini. So that's another challenge. Kwa hivyo lazima ukuje, because I have seen a gap somewhere. Unaongea sana mambo ya organic na nimefurahi because everything here is organic. Hata sako ni organic. Nasikia ni mzuri. Yeah, it is organic. Kulingana vile wanaongea that is organic. So what I'm saying is kwetu nimeona kuna gap pale. Because now the farmers wale wanakuza hizi, they really talk so much about it when wanakuza na when wanafanya. But now according to me, ukiniuliza, I don't see the difference between hii na ile nimekuta soko hiyo ingine. So I would like exactly to know what is the difference ikifika nijue hii ni organic. Because unajua shida sasa ile naona unless nijue sasa hawa ni watu certified. Nikikuta hii soko sitajua. Ndio about that certification. Hiyo ndio nataka kuongea. Very many farmers ama consumers hawajui there's nothing anything like certification. Ati lazima iwe certified ndio tujue ni organic. So I think we are in the right direction, lakini we need more time. Watu waambiwe, tuwe na mikutano kubwa ndio watu wajue. Because a mother wako kule kijijini hajui tofauti ya ati unasema ni kitu organic na sio organic. So I think that sensitization ndio inataka sana, ndio at least every consumer ajue the difference. Na tutaondokea hii fertilizer iko na nini. Because in our area kuna challenge kubwa huko. Kuambia mtu Nyandarua asitumie dawa. Unajua ako na eka tuseme kama 50 acres, hawezi lima. Lazima sasa atonge dawa ndio apande. So hiyo ndio shida. Tume welcome nyinyi huko Nyandarua, mkuje mtufunze. We are very ready. Asanteni sana.
Thank you for sharing. We still have our brother here.
Okay, I'm Maina from Kagari. We have a group, marketing group called CoFarm. CoFarm is Kagari Organic Farmers Marketers. We got the whole information from OWAC, and from there we started producing, managing our soil, managing the environment, managing our animals. And we have gone somewhere whereby we started at the organic market locally. Due to the challenges that we got from the transportation to the extended market in the outlet shops. We then went further to learn about herbs. Herbs and spices. They have more value than the green veggies, and we got support with a dryer, a natural dryer that uses the sun. You can use charcoal. You can use even electricity. So we have started. We are growing herbs, and some are the examples that we are here. We are packing, we are selling locally, even to the other markets. And we have learned that herbs are part of our food. As we eat the rest of the food, herbs are part of the food that we eat. They detoxify our body, they immune our body, as any other food that we take that is healthy. So we have come with the packages here. We have different species, and even some are medicinal, highly medicinal. We have given to some here for trials. They are coughing, they have fever. They will give the results for some as we move on. what they have, whether they are, yeah, because this is local, from the farm, you treat yourself, then it's gone. So that's where we are, and we are happy with that, because we are treating our body with less cost, healthy, and we immune our body, and we are able to work for some years being healthy. So, karibu.
Thank you. Let's clap for him. Yeah, kila mtu ataongea. Amko wengi, kila mtu ataongea. Wacha nianze saidi kwanza. Tukikuja hivyo.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joan from Winnie's Pure Health, and we are honored to be here. So Winnie's Pure Health is a food company that seeks to bring a rebirth of wellness to everyone. And our main goal is to make sure that every kitchen has a Winnie's Pure Health product, because Winnie's Pure Health company products, everything you see here is sourced and grown in Kenya. So it's a Kenyan company, and we also work with farmers who we also subcontract to plant some of the things that you can see here, and we also support the farmers as well. So one of the major challenges in Kenya is that we are asking people to eat healthy, but they don't know what to eat. You're telling them kula ugali, kula healthy chapati, but wanakuuliza sasa hizi vitu tutatoa wapi? So we as Winnie's Pure Health has taken that challenge, and we are giving Kenyans something that they can use. We'd like to invite all of you, when you have some time, you just come and learn about our healthy carbohydrates, from our ugali to our whole wheat flour to our whole flour that you can make porridge with your families. We also have herbs. Our gentleman talked about herbs and how important it is to have herbs. So you don't have to get used to the normal chai in the morning with sugar. Sometimes take a health drink, and these are the drinks that are made from herbs. We have some hibiscus, nettle, that is also known as dafai. Yes. We also have some lemongrass, and these are natural things that you'll find in the farm, nothing made from the labs. So thank you so much. Even as we continue with this day, I know that you'll find time and come to visit our stand and learn more about how to eat healthy, be well, and have a healthy lifestyle.
Thank you so much, Winnie's Pure Health products, for sharing with us. So can we have Mr. here talk?
Habari zenu. My name is Samson from Nairobi. We have a group in Philadelphia Youth. We keepers. We keep bees. First of all, because of you are practicing organic, so we advise other farmers or other beekeepers not to use chemicals. So for giving back to the community, we give all the service for bee removal from the houses. Instead of burning them, using chemicals, we do for free. So that we take those bees and put in our apiaries. Number two, we have honey. It's from our products. We have apiaries in our area, Kibongoli. We also do value addition using beeswax and honey body cream. We are also investing on pollen collection. Pollen collections. Yeah, started, but we are in the process because of pollination and the next flowering. It's not yet come inakujanga September hapo. That's why tunataka kuanza kutafuta pollen It's good for women, immunity na magonjwa ingine pole pole. Karibuni hapa kibanda yetu. Asante sana. Taongeza.
Good afternoon, all of you. I'm glad that I've come here. I'm learning, and under Philadelphia, we are youths divided into two groups. There are those who are doing farming, and there are those who are doing beekeeping. And I'm on the side of farming. From our farm, we do produce various products. Our facilitator is SACDEP, which is under FERA. We do produce various products. We do poultry farming. Tuko na mayai ya kienyeji, pure kienyeji. Tuko na matunda, tuko na nduma na mboga.